Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator, and our final episode here on Stappenbach. You have voted! The voters have let their voice be known. We are not staying here on Stappenbach, we are moving. We are going to a brand new location. We are going to be going to Dutch Polder. So our massive great big pile of snow here, I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm not going to fast forward time so that it all melts. I'm going to just leave that one right where it is. Now, our cash situation, if we take a look in here a minute, is not great. We're going to borrow some more. I'm actually going to borrow... I'm only allowed to borrow another 5,000, which fortunately is just enough. And I want to go to cars in here. I want to get the Lizard Road Rage. And this Road Rage is going to be... I quite like having a black one, but this time I'm going to go for dark red. We're going to have rims of green, and we're going to have a design color of blue, a medium, a light blue. And then we're going to go twin GT stripes, and we're going to lease that one at 7,946. I've no idea what this is going to be like. Okay, that is... interesting. Interesting is definitely one word that we could use to describe this vehicle. But this is what we're going to use. This one's a little bit souped up. You can see by the 322 kilometer per hour top speed. I have made the odd tweak to this one in order to be able to go a little bit faster than normal. So I thought I would use this one to have a little tour around the map. This is not going to be a very long episode. Apologies for those of you who want a full-length episode. We will be back with full-length episodes next week. Partly, this is to do with the game having some issues for me. And I will see if I can save this game at the end of this episode. And hopefully we can. And we're not going to have any problems with it. But also... personal reasons, I'm not able to do as long an episode today as I would normally have liked. There's nothing that I can do about that. We should get back to our regularly scheduled stuff next week. And also next week we're starting another series at Farming Simulator. That is going to be on the Pacific logging map. I'm quite looking forward to starting that series for you. Because I know there's quite a lot of you that do want me to do more Farming Simulator stuff. So I'm doing more Farming Simulator stuff. I'm going to be starting it next week. No, yeah, next week. Not this week, it's next week. We're starting that next week on Thursday next week. And it's going to be Pacific logging. And we're going to start doing some logging. And we're going to stay there until such time as I get my grubby little paws on a copy of Farming Simulator 19. Now, I am going to do my absolute best to get a copy early. As we all know, some gaming companies do allow YouTubers to get hold of copies early, and I might, just might, be allowed to get hold of a copy early. I am definitely going to ask. Whether or not I can, I don't really know. We'll just have to wait and see. Fingers crossed that I will be able to bring you some in-game content from the new game sooner rather than later. If I can't, then so be it. You know, we will wait until the actual release date in November. But I really do hope that I am allowed to have it early. This is an absolute dream for me, is to be allowed to have a little bit of early access to the new Farming Simulator game. It would be fantastic. It really would. And I know that there is a great deal of people watching right now that would also really like me to get it so that I can show you some of the stuff early. And yeah, I think it would be great. It would be absolutely awesome. Right, let's go this way. Take a look down at all these trees on the map. There is a lot... Alright, you know what? Let's just go into the fields. It's just going to be easier if we go into the fields. Maybe not doing that. The problem with this car is it's really good. I souped it up like... That is a very small field right there. I souped this car up like this in order to be able to get around a... I think it was originally a 4x map that I was taking a look at. It takes a long time to get around a 4x map, even with a car that does 322k, which is about 200 miles an hour. This one right is 26,000 euros to buy this field right here. He doesn't have any work for us to do, but this little tiny pokey field right here. I'm not really sure why there's a tiny pokey little field right here. It's probably just to make field 147 be a little bit more difficult. Might not be. There might be a more logical explanation. Let's go and have a look over this way. Oh, we've got the join thing as well. So you can join field 147. You can go and get that bit right there. 20 grand, you can join 2 fields together. This one over here, this is 290,000 for that field. And if we look on the map, what is some of our biggest fields that we've got? I'd say that field 120 is probably the biggest field on the map. We bought those two and we've joined them together, plus we've also got all of those and joined them together, which do make, conjoined, they are fairly big fields. These down here aren't quite so big. 160 might even join into 173, it's quite big. You've also got massive areas of forestry all down here, loads of forestry, but, you can sell the timber up there. I'm curious if there's anywhere else that we can go and sell forestry land. Not forestry, anywhere else that we can go and sell timber. This car is difficult to control. As soon as you start going anything resembling speed with this car, it becomes increasingly difficult to maintain anything resembling control over it. Mostly it's just kind of point and hope. Literally, just point and hope. And I gotta be honest though, I know quite a few people who actually drive like that in real life. It literally just... They're point and hopers, and you all know them. You've all met them on roads. People that point their car in a general direction and just hope that that's gonna help them out a little bit. And yeah, ooh, I lagged a little bit there. So this is what we're trying to do today. We're trying a little bit of point and hope driving and seeing how it works out for us. There's a road there. How do we get to that road? A field there. Don't tip upside down. This car is very, very bad for tipping upside down. It does it extremely easily. And it's rather unforgiving as well. Oh, I see. This one goes right through. Ah, right. We go in through here. And it comes into the field in here. There we go. So you got a little bit of a field in there with some forest around you. And then we go through this way, and this is going right into the depths of the forest. And I tell you what, something I do like about this is that there is a lot of forest here, okay? It's not like the odd tree here and there. This is proper forest in here. This is like quite thick as well. There's a lot of trees in here. You've got a lot of work in order to be able to get through this. And it's... Ooh. There's a little storage spot for some logs right there. Carefully put into the ground. I like a lot. The details that you find through this map, it doesn't matter where you go, there are details everywhere on this map that are just brilliant. They're just absolutely amazing. So you've got a tiny little field there, surrounded by trees, really thick trees as well, right out onto the edge. Field 160. It's one of the ones I thought would be one of the bigger fields on the in the game. We need to go up the other end. It's terrible for trying to drive anywhere with this car. It's absolutely awful. Let's go up this way and see if we can just... Right, you wait over there somewhere. Let's have a look at this one. 283. That's actually about the same size. So 160 here is not far off of field 147 over there. 102, I reckon, is probably the biggest one. And I also wanted to have a look over here at this forestry bit over here. So we'll go and take a look. Nope, I didn't want you. I didn't want that one either. We'll go up this way and... Right, so we've got another big forestry area up to our left-hand side up through there. And you can see, just by the number of trees there, that is a very thick layer of forestry there. There is a lot of timber that is built into that area. It's not an easy thing to take it all down, I would imagine. I imagine that would be quite the task to be able to remove a lot of this timber. And so far, I've only found one sell point for timber as well. I mean, yes, you could go and buy or get a placeable and put that down for selling timber. But at the moment, it does look like the only place for selling timber is that one all the way up there, that pallet sale one there. And it doesn't look like there are any others. I mean, we've got this... Rifison? I don't know what that is. But yeah, if that's the only one up there, unless you get a placeable and you put that down somewhere, like buy one of these small fields down here and put a placeable in so that you can start selling some stuff down there, I would say that it's gonna be a really, really difficult task to be able to go in here and clear fell like a big chunk of the timber on this map. So obviously a lot of people who play a map like Stappenbach here, you're gonna be doing this in order to be able to get the... Ooh, hello. We've got hidden things. I can't get up there. Why won't you let me go? I want to go up. I want to go up on top. A lot of people who play this map are going to be playing for, you know, the farming aspect rather than the forestry aspect, because you know, that does make a lot of sense. But there will be those of you who've done some of the forestry here. So has anybody come down here to this part of the map? I keep pressing M and then waiting and nothing happens. This part of the map down here, has anybody come down here and clear felled a big chunk of timber and then taken it all the way up there, or processed it in the sawmill here that we did some processing in? Or, hang on, what's this? Field next to field 106. There's something there. What is this? This is a timber yard. This is another... Or is this just storage? Is this actually a sell point, or is this just storage? This is... space. Ah, right, okay, that's just storage. That's not another thing. I thought maybe it was another thing, but it's not a thing. And let's go back to our car. There we go. We have a little area there that you can sort of wander around on, and it's not a great deal more, so we're going to slowly try and get our car here through the woods. Keep going along this little beaten track here. So yeah, in the comment section, has anybody actually tried to clear fell a reasonable area of land on this map? How did you get on with it? Was it fun? Was it one of those... See, sometimes I would go for something like that and it would be loads of fun. Other times I would go in for something like that and it would just be nothing but a catalogue of pure frustration from beginning to end, and make me think, why on earth did I even attempt this? I will never be so stupid ever again. It's just never going to happen again. And I love this car. Oh! Okay, that was brilliant. That was genuinely... I did not think that I was going to get that kind of clearance on. That was fantastic. Oh, that was wonderful. We're doing that again. We are definitely doing that again. Go on, where did we go? Where was it? We launched ourselves off of here, wasn't it? I think I actually took off down here somewhere. It was right there. That's the point where I took off. There's the wheel marks. Let's go back up this way. We're going to do this again. We come back round here. So we need to turn. Easy does it. Easy does it. And we want to go in that direction. And it was literally just straight down through here. There we go. That's my wheel marks. I went straight up there. And then I started flying. And I went right over all of these trees. And it was wonderful. And I landed straight back there again. That was fantastic. Okay. This map is very cool. Even if for no other reason than I can take a 200-mile-an-hour car and I can jump it everywhere. If you're changing it in the XML file, 200 miles an hour or 322k. That's all you need to change. I don't think I changed anything else. I didn't change the braking power, acceleration, or anything else. Just changed the top speed. I may have increased... I don't know if I increased the horsepower. I may have increased the horsepower as well. You know, honestly, I don't remember now. It does seem insanely overpowered, this vehicle. It really does. It's like it doesn't ever want to stop. It just kind of just keeps going and going and going. And it never stops for anything whatsoever. Now, if I look along here, it doesn't look like you can join this field together. So you've got this one over here, field 102. That's another one that I wanted to look at, because that's actually, there's our land right there. Right up against the edge of field 102 is our land. We've got this little piece here. So, I mean, I'm guessing that some of you have clear felled like that little piece up there, and this may be something that I'd have a go at as well. 398,000, so that's the biggest one. Biggest field out of all of them. And I think we've sort of looked around most of this map now. Where else do we want to go? We've travelled up there, and we've come along this way. We jumped over here and landed up here somewhere, I think. We'll take a drive along this way. We'll come out around here, and we'll go through over this way, and then we'll go up towards those water meadows if we can. So let's head around here, straight off the edge of my land over here, and try not... Whoa! Oops. Okay. There's a bit of a stop right there, but we slid sideways very gracefully, I might add, to come to a complete stop there, perfectly healthy, without any problems whatsoever. Now, our car is currently thinking about going out of control. Stop, 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 stop! Okay. The tree broke our fall, not quite nicely, but we did well again there. It almost looked like that one was planned. It almost, yeah. So we'll say that. We'll say that one was planned, and then we'll come out through here, and we'll take a little drive up this way. And I'm going to take a photo here of just having a tour of Stappenbach, and this is going to be a very unassuming photo. I'm gonna take a photo here of our wonderful car right there. Look, see, we're touring Stappenbach, and there is our car in all its glory. I'm going to do it sort of like that. So then there is our screenshot. And now none of you will suspect the kind of things that you're in store for when you watch this episode. You know, things that, you know, maybe not everybody will want to see. Like me jumping into the air and stuff like that. It's quite horrifying. Can I get off of here? I've got a feeling I may be completely and hopelessly and utterly stuck. Because even though the wheels have gone back a little bit further... You can do this! Apparently you cannot do this. You can go forwards, but you won't go back. Okay, we're going to have to reset that one. So we want to go over to... There we go, reset. Yes. Reset that one. Okay. Right. That's all good. I wanted to be over here anyway, because I want to go and have a look in the water meadows. So if we go out this way, can we get down to our water meadows coming out this way? It's whether I can go down that way and get out the side. I cannot. There's no way through down there. And then that structure there, we don't own it. But I don't even know what that one is. What is that place in there? This one here is... Okay. What is this place? Is this more pigs? No. It's not pigs. It's... That is a very big storage area there. But is it just storage, or is there something else in here? There's nothing to buy on... It's got to be down... Oh, it's all the way down over here. That's a long way away. And... down here... So, what is this place? Grain cultivation big. Ah... Straw, hay, bales with the possibility to store your vehicles into the hall. So, basically, it's a very big farm here. You've got room here to store various different things. We've got slurry there, so as a storage. Somebody did say that there was a storage for slurry. So this is the slurry storage here. And then this one here, I guess you can store your vehicles in there. And you got room to, like, stack some bales away in those sheds. What about up here? Is this... There's a covered shed there, so you could store your bales in this one. I guess, yeah, you could... Well, you can just come in and you can put bales in there. We've got more area here that you could probably stick in some vehicles now. It doesn't look like you've got a tip point for grain. So although it said something about grain, it doesn't look like you've got any kind of tip point where you can go and actively tip out your grain into that one. It's just like a bigger storage area for all your various different types of grain and stuff like that. So the last thing I want to do before we wrap things up with our final little tour of Stappenbach, and we head off to Dutch Polder, go to Holland. The guy here, quite frankly, is glad to see the back of us. We racked up a load of debt for him, and we've been driving all over the neighbours' fields lately, and they're not happy. He's going to be very pleased to get rid of us. But we have helped him out. I don't feel guilty. You know, we've helped him out. We've done a lot for him. He had a lot of problems before we turned up. Well, I didn't really... I really didn't want to do that, did I? That's not helpful at all. Reset that one. Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? This time we'll go a little bit slower in that field. So he's going to be glad to see the backwards. He is grateful for all the help that we've provided, but quite frankly, he does feel it's time for us to move on, and we do as well. You know, we do feel it's time to move on. We've done quite a bit here. We've got him set up with beef. We've got him set up with milk. He's got some arable land as well. Overall, the property that he's got, it's looking healthy. He's got no serious problems here whatsoever. And he's also got this massive, great big field down here, all this grassland that is available. He'll be able to make a load more hay and silage off of here this year. Generally speaking, he's done quite well out of it. So, and we also did turn up with €1,000,000 for him to start with. So, it's not like he can complain too loudly. I genuinely thought we'd be able to jump over something there. I really did. I'm a bit disappointed with that. I really did think I'd be able to jump my way clear of this. Maybe if I could get it... If I could actually get the vehicle to go right up through there, I reckon that we could do something with it. But I'm not so sure that I can keep it in a straight line to get up that little ramp. This is really gonna be pushing it, isn't it? Go on, here we go. Here we go, stay in a straight line. Stay in a straight line. Go, 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 my pretty! Again... Not doing quite so well. I just wanted to have a look around the water meadows. That was all. I didn't really want to do anything else. It was just a quick look around the water meadows, and then we'd be done. We'll drive down to the end of the road. How's that? We will try that one. We will just drive along a road rather than trying anything extravagant through the fields. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the series. I will try and save this at the end of this game, and if it will save, I will upload this save game as it is right now, and then, you know, maybe, not exactly as it is. I'll get rid of all mods that are saved in the file at the moment. I'll get rid of all of them first, then I will save it, and that's the one that I will upload. So there won't be any mods you need to put in, apart from seasons. Add seasons, or it may screw things up a little bit for you. And then you can add other mods back in one at a time, and hopefully it will work all right for you. I'm really hoping that it does, and that you'll be able to get plenty of enjoyment out of the save game file, if at all possible. And I will see you all next week in the new one on Dutch Polder, and I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun working in Holland. I've seen so many, you know, Tractor Spotter videos. You see his videos all the time. I'm really looking forward to being able to work in Holland and sort of reenact some of the videos that I've seen from Tractor Spotter. I've been watching his channel for years. It's in my suggested channels list, worth going to take a look at, and you might be able to come up with some suggestions for things for me to try next week. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And we'll just run over here and see what this one is. It looks like it's another slurry storage. I love the smell of manure at the morning. If you have enough of the smelling of manure at breakfast, you should buy this storage for liquid manure. €30,000. And we've got a storage right here next to a big chunk of it. That would actually be like a really, really useful thing to have. Like, seriously really useful. I like that. Anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.